Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mohammad Hasan and today I have planned to discuss the last two agreements of the book Four Agreements. I have decided to combine the last two agreements as both the agreements are linked to one another. So let's get started. I will start the discussion of these agreements with a simple exercise that you guys have to do. I will give you two scenarios and you guys have to decide how you guys will behave in such a situation. So here you go. Imagine you are walking on a crowded street and see one of your friends. You waved at him but he didn't wave back and just walk on. Now tell me how you will feel. Now let's take another scenario. You had planned a surprise birthday party for one of your friends last year and now it's your birthday and your friend didn't do anything exciting or didn't plan anything exceptional for you. How you will feel? We will answer these two questions by the end of this video, but before that we will start with the discussion of the last two agreements. That all of us make assumptions. The biggest assumption we make is that everyone in this world is like us or everyone feel like we feel. We assume that other people believe what we believe, feel what we feel, think like the way we think about different scenarios. But we forget to realize that every person is different in this world. And this is our biggest assumption that lead to a lot of problems in our daily lives. These assumptions set up invisible expectations in our mind. Expectations so high enough that no normal person can fulfill them. And when the other person doesn't meet our expectations, it affects us badly. And ultimately it affects our actions towards that person. That's why the third and fourth agreement states, don't assume anything and do your best. As it has been discussed to take action while always doing your best. Because action is how we express who we are in the world. Action is how we express our intentions. When we take action, we are really saying yes to life. That's why the fourth agreement is always do your best. By giving our best, we are actually doing justice with ourselves. You can never do more than your best. I'm very much sure all of us must have assumed a lot of things in our life that must have affected our actions towards that thing or towards that person. But once we realize that we don't have to assume anything and whatever the circumstances are, we have to do our best all the time, we will make our life a lot easier. As the fourth agreement says, always do your best. You will realize once you start doing your best without thinking about others, without comparing your actions or assumptions with anyone else, you will start enjoying your actions. Focus on doing your personal best and you will find life opening up to you. Thousands of years ago, Buddha said, holding on to anger is like holding on to a hot coal with your hand. In the end, you are the one who gets burned. As the author says in this book, it's like everyone is walking around with a skin disease. Imagine everyone is covered with hundreds of infected wounds, wounds that are filled with emotional poison. And when we get too close, these emotional wounds rub against each other. Now let me take you back to the first two scenarios that I presented in front of you guys. So in the first scenario, according to a lot of psychologists, most probably you will believe that you did something wrong that bothered your friend and that's why he didn't notice you or that's why he didn't wave back at you. And you will start making assumptions. But in reality, the chances are maybe he didn't notice you at the first place or he was in a hurry and couldn't wave you back at that time. And in the second scenario, you might assume that your friend doesn't consider your friendship as important as you consider it. In the second scenario, maybe your friend expresses his love for the friendship in a different manner. Maybe if you think about it, he must have done a lot of things and help you a lot of the times. But at that moment of vulnerability, you just assume, and that assumption make you forget all the good times that you and your friend must have spent together, and that lead to your bad actions. So as we have completed the total review of this book, I would love to know your feedback about it, and kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you.